Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Bethany Reyes. If you don't know me, I am from Tampa, Florida, and tonight I'm going to be sharing my story with you guys. So, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for hopping on and taking the time to listen to my story. I always appreciate those that are willing to listen. And when you hop on, please let me know where you're watching from. So maybe you're here in Florida, maybe you're in a different state or a different country. Let me know below where you're watching from. I know it's going to take a minute or two for people to hop on. Some people are going to be watching the replay. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. Tonight's a little bit different. If you follow me, I usually do makeup tutorials, and tonight is something brand new. I'm going to be sharing my story with you guys. I'm going to be sharing my journey. So this is something new for me. And yay, I see people hopping on. And so anytime something is new, you can be a little bit nervous, right? But I'm more excited than nervous because I am excited to share this with you guys and to see if you guys connect or relate to my story in any way. Awesome! Someone's from North Carolina, another person's from Tennessee. Yay! Let me know where you guys are watching from. Kansas. Yay! Awesome. Okay, so if you guys are hopping on and maybe you don't know who I am, that means someone invited you to this group because they thought that you would be a great fit, that you would love to do this with them, and they saw something in you that they thought fit this company and fit this mission. And so this is a way for you to see what it's all about and see if it is the right fit. So if it's not, I hope you're still inspired by my story and inspired by what I have to share tonight. Yay, Texas! Anyone else? I see a few people from Texas, Tennessee, Kansas. Awesome. Okay, are you guys ready? Here we go. So my background, I am one of 6 kids. I am from a big family and we always had something crazy going on. I was homeschooled until high school, and then when I went to high school, I was very studious and I didn't really fit in a lot. I was very much the outsider, very studious. I was really good with grades. About 8 years old is when I decided I wanted to learn how to play the piano. And I realized I really loved music. So I got started in music at a young age and I actually stuck to it, surprisingly. Because how many of you guys have ever started learning an instrument and you just never stuck to it? Well, I was actually the kind of person that stuck to it. I took lessons for probably 20 years of my life. I took piano lessons. So I'm classically trained, and I went through high school learning lessons. And after high school, I had that tough decision of what I wanted to be for the rest of my life. So I decided to go to school because I thought, you know what? This is a responsible thing to do. If you go to school, then you can find a good job, you can get a good income, you can find your husband, you can get married, you can have a house. You know, I thought everything was gonna fall in place if you do A, B, C, D, E, right? So I went to school and I studied music, and I got my bachelor's degree in music. And when I graduated, guess what else I had? Tons of student loan debt. So I know a lot of people can relate to this. I actually ended up going to a private school. So that meant even more student loan debt. And so when I graduated, I started looking for jobs and realized a few things. The first thing is I realized music jobs don't really pay very well, and there's not a lot of opportunities to move up as far as within that career or that industry. There's very limited things that you can do to make money with that. So I had a lot of student loan debt and not a lot of opportunities. I ended up playing in coffee shops and restaurants, and I wrote music, and then I would play in these different places and I would record my music, and that's what I did for about a year. And guess what I decided? I wasn't happy. I thought music was my passion. I thought that's what I was supposed to do with my life, and ended up I wasn't happy. And I went to school for 4 years for it. Anyone else have that problem? You went to school for something, you graduate, and you're like, oh my goodness, what did I just spend all of this money on? So I still loved music, but I didn't feel fulfilled. I didn't feel like I had a purpose with it. So guess what I did? I left the country for 11 months and I ended up going on, hold on, I think I have, I ended up going on a missions trip to 11 different countries to pursue my passions and find out what my purpose was. What did I want to do with my life? What was my purpose in life? And so I did missions in 11 different countries. And so it was about a year of my life that I spent traveling all over the world. And through that trip, I realized I really love helping people. I really love serving people, and I love helping other people feel better about themselves. I love when I can talk to someone else, relate to them, and in some way encourage them or help them feel better, help them feel better about themselves. So that was something I realized was my purpose. My purpose is I want to help other people. So when I got home, I ended up getting a job for World Relief. And World Relief is an organization that works with refugees, and it's also an organization that works with human trafficking. So I ended up getting a job in the industry for the human trafficking department here in Tampa. And so I was the volunteer coordinator, and I was also the event coordinator, and I was like the speaker. I was a lot of different things. If you've ever worked for smaller organizations, you end up having a lot of different hats. So I ended up training volunteers, speaking at events about human trafficking. I also planned a 5K and a 5K fundraiser, raised about $10,000 for the organization. So I did that the year I got home and literally spent every penny paying off my student loan debt that year. And so I was still helping people, but once again, it wasn't really what I thought was my purpose or passion. So I ended up moving to El Salvador. So once again, I decided to try something new. I moved to El Salvador and I opened up a music school with the pastor there. So I had this dream when I was on my mission trip for 11 months that I was supposed to open up a music school. And I talked to the pastor there in El Salvador and he said, you know what, I have the same dream. So I moved there, opened up the school, and they named it after me. And I was like, okay, this is really weird. This school is named after me. So I helped raise money for instruments. I helped train the teachers. And I was just super excited that I was going to be able to help people and use music in the process. So I moved to El Salvador, and a lot of you guys know that's where my husband's from. So Victor and I started dating. We dated for 3 months and we got engaged, and then 3 months later we got married. So we were together a total of 6 months, and then we got married. So that was a whirlwind. I guess when you know, you definitely know, and we definitely knew that we wanted to spend our lives together. So my 6-month plan to living in El Salvador turned into 2 years. My plan was never to live there long term. It was always short term to work with a school, and then I fell in love, and love makes you do crazy things. So I ended up living there a little bit longer. And so we got married July of 2014. My parents flew down, my brother and sister flew down, and we got married right along the beach in El Salvador, and we started our lives together. So I was super excited. I was like, yes, I'm married, I'm helping people, life is good, but we didn't have money. So even though we were super happy, we didn't have money to get started in our lives. So a lot of people helped us out. My parents helped us get some furniture. Victor's parents helped us. Another friend let us live in their house for free. Like literally, we did not have any money to our name. And so that was super duper tough. Starting out seriously from the very bottom with nothing. So we got started in our lives together. And I didn't have a job still. I was helping people, I was teaching music, and getting no pay. And Victor, he was still in school, but he was also helping people. He was working with a nonprofit organization that built houses in El Salvador. And so he was the driver. He would help translate a little bit. He would also sell paintings to these teams that came down, and that's how he made a lot of extra money so that we would be okay. So if he didn't sell paintings, we were not okay because I didn't have any money. I couldn't work there. I couldn't have a job there because I was on a visa. So it was literally barely making it. You know, a lot of people helped us out in the beginning and we were just scraping by. Thankfully, it's a lot cheaper to live in El Salvador, but it's still, you know, still you have to have a little bit of money to get by. And so for me, it was hard. I always had this dream of what it would be like when I got married. I always thought, okay, everything's gonna work out. We're gonna have our house. We're going to, you know, be able to go on vacations. We're gonna be able to, go out to eat. We couldn't even do that. We couldn't go to the movies or spend money on like luxuries. These were luxuries. We didn't have AC in our home. We didn't own a car, like literally nothing. So that was tough. Like you always had like this idea of how things should be, and my life wasn't anything like it would or should have been. Yes, I had the love of my life, but everything else was super stressful. So that's where I was when I found out about Younique. And you know, I'm not sure what this was, to be completely honest. I saw my friend post mascara on Facebook and I was like, what are you doing? Can I make money? I need this. You guys know I was desperate, seriously desperate. I was helping people and I was pursuing my passion in music, but in the process, I felt like I was sacrificing my family because in the process of helping people, I wasn't able to help my family. And that was really hard, to feel like I couldn't have both. Like I couldn't like financially be okay for my family and help people. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I gotta do this. I gotta try because you know what? It might be scary. It might be something I'm not really like sure of, but my family deserves this. Like I want a better life for us. I want a better life for Victor. I want a better life for me. I don't want to struggle and I want to be able to afford things. You know, I want to be able to do things together, create memories. So I jumped in 4 years ago. I jumped in. And I was so nervous, you guys. I was so nervous. I remember Victor telling me, he said, Bethany, it's only $99. If you can make the $99 back, I'll be super happy. If you make more than that, then that would be a blessing. And so for me, it took off so much pressure that I had to like be good at this. It took off a lot of pressure that I had to make a lot of money with this. It was just like literally just try, see what happens. You never know, just give it a shot. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna see what happens. And so I got started and you guys, my confidence started going up. I started getting more excited. I had no idea how to do my makeup. And so I was like practicing with makeup. It was making me feel so good. And a few months into it, I realized that I could help other people, that I could help other women through this company, through this business, whether it's me helping them feel more confident, learn how to do makeup, or me helping them with the business. This opportunity could give me both. I could help people and I could help my family. And I didn't have to sacrifice one or the other. So for me, realizing that was just like, oh my gosh, this could be it. This could be it. Now, another thing that I was going through, and this is always super hard for me to talk about because, it's super emotional, but when I started, I was in such a low point in my life. On the external, I was happy, but deep down, you guys, I was struggling a lot emotionally. I felt like very alone. I was dealing with depression. I was living in a different place, a different season in life. I felt like all of my friends and family were, in different seasons and in different countries. And so for me, I didn't realize how much I needed human connection and how much I needed to belong somewhere because I felt like alone. So when I got started in this, I didn't even know I needed this. I thought I just needed money. I just needed income. I just needed a better life for my family. But when I got started, I realized, oh my goodness, I can connect with women. I can have a community of women that surround me and empower me and uplift me. And that was everything. And I can tell you guys, this business saved me. Not just financially, because like seriously we were struggling, but like emotionally as a person, as a woman, feeling like I could belong somewhere and feeling like I could connect with people. Oh my gosh. There's no price tag for that. There's nothing that you can label that as. Like, you can't buy that. I bought a $99 kit, but wow, did I get so much more than that. So I'm so glad you guys are hopping on. So that's how I got started. In a few months in, I just kept working this business. Was it tough? Yes, 100%. Did a lot of people say no to me? Did a lot of people ignore me? 100%. But what I kept reminding myself of was, I'm doing this for my family. And the second thing is, I want to help more people. I want to help more people feel beautiful. I want more people to recognize their true beauty. And I want more women to be able to be empowered to help their family and help others. So here I am 4 years into it. So it's really crazy looking back. You know, when you first start, you don't know where the journey will take you. We've been able to go on 3 free vacations with this company. And saying that, when we started with nothing, we couldn't afford going out to eat. We would feel super guilty about it. So now we're able to go on vacations. We're planning a trip to Greece this year. We just bought our first home in May. That would never, ever, ever be possible without this opportunity. So for me, this is a life changer, okay? This is a life changer for me. I never thought I could have it all. I never thought I could really pursue my passions and the things that I loved and wake up excited about my job, wake up excited about what I was going to do in my day and have it as a way that I could still provide for my family. And this gave me everything. I can help people and I can help my family and give us the life that we want. So I'm glad you guys hopped on. If someone invited you to this event, reach out to them if you feel like this story really connects with you. Seriously, if I had any best advice for anyone hopping on, it would be what Victor told me. My husband told me, Bethany, it's $99. If you make that back, awesome. If you make more than that, then that would be a blessing. And literally, there's no other fees, there's no auto ship, there's nothing else. It's just that to get started. And guess what? When you get started, you're gonna have exactly what I did. A community of women that are here to uplift you, empower you, surround you, and help you get started in this journey. It doesn't matter if you don't have any experience. You heard my background. I didn't have any experience with makeup or business, but I had experience in wanting to help other people. And that's what has helped me be so successful in this, because people can tell your heart and they can tell when you're genuine. And that's what will take you the furthest in this company. It's not having the best makeup skills. It's not having the best business skills even, but it's having the biggest heart to help other people. And that's what will take you the furthest. So I think I went over everything, at least I hope so. I'm going to be reaching out to those that I personally invited to this group, because I want to talk to you and see what you love the most. And if someone invited you to this event, please reach out to them and message them. And thank you guys again. I'm super excited about the future. I'm excited to help more people and to empower more women through teaching them how to believe in their true beauty. So thank you guys. Love you guys so much. I will talk to you guys later, okay? Bye guys.